The French novelist Victor Hugo once commented, "The supreme happiness in life is the conviction that we're loved." Michael and Kendall, the presence of this beautiful community of family and friends is a witness that you are deeply loved. Those who are close to Kendall say that she's joyful, she's tender, she's considerate, she's a great listener. One of her friends said, "She always makes me laugh," and she chuckled, undoubtedly thinking of a memory that question brought. Someone who will remain anonymous today said that Kendall is, and they paused for a long time trying to pick the right word, and they said, "She's so independent." And then they told me a story about little Kendall who was insistent on tying her own shoes. "I can't do it all by myself." That spark, that zest, that quiet courage that we all come to admire about Kendall. Those closest to Michael say that he's caring, intentional, and thoughtful. Somebody yesterday told me this: "I have never heard him say anything bad about anyone." One thing that many comment is Michael's compassion. Now, friends, these are just some of the things that people bring up when they think about you. The mere mention of your names brings a smile. Yet as deep as the love that we have for you, we know that you're not content with our love. You know that there is the one who loves you beyond our wildest dreams. There is the one who has swept you off your feet and who has become the king of your life. His name is Jesus. Rather, we step off the rat race and choose the path of love, which encompasses giving, serving, forgiving, extending grace, loving, and showering those around us with mercy. Michael and Kendall, as you approach each other with open hands of love, the marriage covenant is that binding and bonding personal agreement by which a man and a woman voluntarily consent to belong together for good and for the duration of their lives. The saying of your vows will require about 30 seconds, but keeping them is a work of a lifetime. The wedding is merely a beginning of a lifelong process of handing over absolutely everything. Well, Michael and Kendall, as ye have come here today to seek the blessing of God and of His church upon your marriage, I require, therefore, that you promise, with the help of God, to keep the covenant of the Christian marriage. Having pledged your unconditional love and commitment to one another, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one separate. Michael, you may kiss your bride. Friends, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Kendall Hofstetter.
I see the work of the Lord so clearly in the both of you, and I have never met two people more intentional and loving.
I'm so happy for you. And Michael, it has been a joy to know you. You are not just my best friend's now husband, but a dear friend to me too.
Years ago, I got to marry the love of my life and my best friend. My only wish for both my kids is that you get to share life with someone like your mom, who loves you unconditionally, brings you joy, and loves you despite all your flaws. On behalf of Shannon, Fred, Ann, and myself, please join us in celebrating Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Kendall Hostetter.